Hi there, it's Llarold, and today is the eve of Dragonflight Season 1, and Blizzard has made another very small set of tank changes, so I'm just going to talk about them. As you can see here, Protection Warrior nerfs. Ooh, scary. Not really. I put out a video yesterday detailing the larger set of tank changes, so check that out if you haven't already. Okay, here's the post. Warrior nerf. Demoralizing Shout now reduces damage taken by 20%, was 25. Ignore Pain now reduces, or ignores 50% of damage taken, was 55%. This really isn't a big pair of changes, starting with the Demo Shout nerf, of course. It's a 5% nerf to Demo Shout's damage reduction effect, which means you'll take about 6.25% more damage during Demo Shout. Demo Shout's only up about 30% of the time or so, maybe a little bit more with really good large pulls, playing well, whatever. Generally around 30%. That makes this less than a 2% total damage taken increase. That's extremely tiny, basically not noticeable. Now, it is a bit more impactful than that since it's a reduction to the effect of a defensive cooldown, but because of Booming Voice, you tend to use Demo Shout basically on cooldown, more like an offensive cooldown. So I mostly feel that this does almost nothing at all. Despite looking like a very minor defensive nerf, it's really more like a nerf to an offensive cooldown's defensive component. I guess it technically does something defensively, but it's like knocking one brick out of the Great Wall of China. Who cares? Who will notice? The Ignore Pain nerf is a little bit more interesting. At first it looks like a straight 5% damage taken increase all the time. But it doesn't doesn't affect the size of the overall absorb. It doesn't reduce the size of the absorb at all. So if you're taking enough damage to get your Ignore Pain chewed up entirely, it doesn't do anything. It's not a nerf or a change. If you're not taking enough damage to get your Ignore Pain eaten up, then you're probably not in any real danger. Technically speaking, you will take 5% more damage from individual tank buster hits that don't hit hard enough to eat an entire Ignore Pain in a single shot, but those aren't all that big if you ask me. This one is a bit more difficult to quantify than the Demoralizing Shout nerf, but basically it ranges anywhere from literally no difference at all to a very minor nerf that's still too small to notice. Warrior is still 100% the tankiest tank in the game. Zero question. I'll edit in some footage here of a world quest I did on my warrior out at the Nakud offensive. You have to kill a ton of elites. It was really quite tough to do on the monk. I was fighting for my life the whole time. On warrior, I did it all in 2 pulls. Basically never took any damage, just blocked everything and lived and was fine. Completely easy. Pull like 100 dudes at once and just revenge them all down. This seems balanced. And on that note, I will be playing Protection Warrior in Vault of the Incarnate's progression. You can check that out over the next couple of weeks here, live on this channel. Alright, that's it. I'm extremely excited for this raid. Protection Warrior, good again. It's crazy to think about, but here we are. Yeah. Well, thanks for watching. Bye.